What's good? It's Alex's Anime Art, or AAA. This is a spot where a lot of weeb activities take place, and we talk about anime. And if you guys want to see any more of that type of content, just make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you're not lacking on these uploads. All weebs are welcome to this place, I repeat. All weebs are welcome here. You know what's crazy? This anime is one of the most underrated, and I don't even know why. It even got on Toonami, and people still don't talk about it for some reason. It's hard to explain how great the show is in words, but I'll try my best. Compared to the other anime I've watched, this show is one of a kind and a hidden gem in this medium. First of all, he's a dandy guy in space. That should be enough right there. That's all you need to know.
Man, simple.
Space Dandy, it has to be like the funniest anime I've ever watched in my life. It's an anime that gets Western comedy, so I can relate to it a lot more than other anime comedy.
I always wanted to die by extreme sucking!
Like, what guy cannot relate to that, bro? Like, come on, like, every guy's felt like that before. The characters also know they're in an anime, so it's fourth wall sometimes too. The narrator actually pitches in on the story sometimes, and he can get the characters to move on with the anime.
No, you idiots do not have superpowers. You're in a loop, a time loop. Get it through your heads and get on with the story.
Sorry.
I can't say I've really ever seen that watching an anime before. Dandy is just cool, and he just has a lot of swag. He's also not just about a bag all the time when he's hunting aliens. He genuinely cares about the people he meets on his adventures sometimes. He lives life how he wants to every day, and he's just doing him. Which is that's respectable. I gotta respect that, you know? I gotta respect it. Some episodes are just a complete vibe when you're watching too. Like, you don't just simply watch Space Dandy. You have to feel it sometimes, if you know what I'm saying. Everything in the show is just like so bizarre, and anything can happen since like the crew's in space and stuff. The show is more episodic, so there are more short stories and small life lessons inside of it. And the mini stories can be really like feely sometimes. Like they can like really tug at the heartstrings sometimes. Man, like bro, it hurts sometimes, man. It does. In a good way though.
Pause!
I mean, but I wouldn't say it's enough to make me cry, but it's really a vibe, like all the way through. It's just a total vibe. And there's also another thing we have to consider about Space Dandy. This show comes from the same director that was responsible for Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo. This man, Shinichiro Watanabe, already has his respect in the anime streets. He has his respect in the game already. He does. These are series that are already known and loved. And another small thing is that these shows were based off 3 eras of music. Cowboy Bebop was the bebop era with like bebop jazz. Samurai Champloo was the hip hop era. And Space Dandy was the disco era. 3 different shows for 3 different eras of music. Is that not clean? I think it's clean. I don't know. And for all the sub elitists out there, Space Dandy was aired and dubbed first in America. I highly doubt that the Western comedy and disco style of the show would fit in the Japanese as well as it did in the English. I mean, that's just my opinion though. I agree along with Scamboli that there is no other way. There's no other way to watch the show except in dub. The show comes off episodic, like, which it is, but they still find ways to tell compelling stories through their visuals and music. Dandy is a drippy, pompadour wearing, go with the flow type of dude, and it's fun to watch his adventures. This is a hidden gem in anime for sure. Had to show love to the most underrated and dandiest guy in space. Space Dandy.